Okay, hi everyone, this is Hanmi. I am back with another video for information about the breakout sessions as well as the gadget or toolbar that you'll be using during the training. So, to start off, we're going to go ahead and start a training so that we can go ahead and see every part of the toolbar and breakout. Okay, so to start off, we're going to go ahead and let's see, start the session. Okay, when you start a session, this is how it's going to look. There you go. So as you see, this is the actual toolbar. Here we have several different options that we can do, and we're doing everything with the Hanmi training that I created with the first video. So to start off, we're going to go into information about each of these little areas so that you understand how they work. So first off, let's talk about this right here. If I push this orange button, it's going to minimize this whole area. Okay, now you only have this little sidebar if you wish. Okay. You have your own mute or microphone button. If you want to mute yourself, unmute yourself. There you go. Your webcam, if you would like to share it. Your screen share. And this is your pointer to give control to others. You can click on this presentation to allow another person to present with their own screen. And this is basically different tools that you can use for your screen. Okay. So if you wanted a pen, you click on pen. And then over here, there's like a little pen that comes up and you can actually draw on your screen if you wish. Okay. You can do erase all. There you go. And the attendees will see that. Now we go to this area right here. So as you see, there is a plus sign, which we're going to go ahead and minimize all these areas first. Click on attendees view. So this is what the attendees will see, okay? Now if I click on screen share and I show my screen, this is now how the attendees see what they see, okay? Under the screen share, if I click on this arrow, if I have multiple windows open, they can go ahead and see that. Or if I have web pages open, they can see that. So it is right there. This is the page that it's looking at. Okay. If I open up another browser, let's say, let's do this real quick. Okay. So here you see the different options. So this is the parent one that I was showing earlier, the YouTube, and then there's this one that's now showing. Okay, so if I click on this one, we'll go back to this screen. If I click on this one again, we'll go back. Oops. We'll go back to the screen. And once again, every time we change the screen, it's going to end up showing on this side. Now, let's say I want to pause my sharing screen. This will keep on showing. The previous screen will keep on showing, and I can go in and out on my side. So here, the attendee still views this, and whereas I, as the organizer, will now view a different page if I wish. So, okay. You can give control to attendees, okay, to interact with the screen. And you can stop showing your application. If you push stop, it'll go straight back to the white. I will talk to the support team and see if there was any way to change this white background or if it stays as this. I know some of you are wondering about that, if you could design your own screen while people are waiting, but I am not sure just yet. Okay, so that's the attendee view, and this is the share screen. Oh, under the share screen also is the recording too. Okay, if you go to settings and location of recording, if you want to record each session in the cloud, you can, or you can record it straight into your computer. Okay, but right now the setting for all of the trainings are automatically going to be recorded into the cloud. Okay, so if I click on start recording, and I'll show you that in a little bit, so start recording, and we'll locate everything inside the cloud. Okay, so we have then the webcam. So we click on webcam. We can share my webcam if you wish to be seen from everybody. So share my webcam. Okay, so my webcam pops up. So everybody will see me here. Okay, in our webcam option, we can do everyone, view who's talking, view presenter. When it does the view everyone, I believe it only has 6 faces that show up at one time. You can hide your webcam. There you go. And you stop. And then over here, webcams, you can hide mine, hide all webcams, and then screenshot right here. You can screenshot something if you wish. So I'm going to exit out of here, stop my sharing of my webcam. So that's the option you have. Audio is right here. There's different options for it, and if you want to change the different settings, you can. But like I said, audio's general setting is this. Okay, unless you don't want attendees to do a phone call in, and you want them to actually use a computer or a smart device, you can change that. But I would suggest you just leaving the setting as is. Okay, and there's a timer. You can set timers to what you would like, or you can customize time. This is like for like breaks during trainings. If you start the timer, it'll start counting down. And then on the other side for attendees, timer on attendees, there will be like a timer going off right here. But apparently you cannot see it, but there would be a timer that would go off right here. Stop here. Dashboard. So basically this dashboard is information for yourself. How long has the training been going? You have this right here. Attendees, how many attendees are in your training. If you're expecting 15, but you only see that there's 13 attendees, then you may want to see who's not there for your training. A tentative, this will be more talked about in a little bit. Hands raised, how many people have raised their hands, polls given, tests given, and so forth. Okay. So attendees. So whoever attends your training will be placed in here. Now, as you see right here, you have the mute button right here, okay? And then you have this one as the presentation, or who has mouse control. This is the webcam, this is the tentative, this is the raising the hand. You can go ahead and mute all the mics, or you can unmute all of them, or you can put down those that have a raised hand. Now, you as the organizer can control who is muted and who is not. So if you have everyone that is muted, but you see, you want information from an individual, you can click their button. So if I click for myself, it'll go to unmute. Okay, but if I click again, I go to mute. Now, this attentive, right? This little triangle. Basically, this is telling the presenter or the organizer who is actually paying attention during your training. Now, keep in mind this triangle will go off when you do go into your breakout session, because they're not necessarily looking at your screen. They're looking at a different web page using the activity screen. So let's say, you're presenting here, because when you do the presentation for your training, their screen is completely covered like this, unless they go ahead and like minimize your training or move your training somewhere else so that they can interact with a different web page. In that case, when they're interacting with, like, let's say they have Facebook pulled up, you would then see a yellow sign that comes up right here, and it's going to tell you, oh, this person's not paying attention to you. So with that being said, if you see that, then that would be a great time for yourself to go ahead and try to grab their attention by asking a question, or as Michelle told me, is to go ahead and call on that person to answer a question or give some type of comment or what is being presented. So there you go, and you can invite people to your training. If somebody's lost, then you can go ahead and invite them and give this information to them. Okay. Now, activities. So this is the breakout session right here, the activities. We'll go into that towards the end, but this is where you go to your breakout sessions, okay? Materials. So here I have put materials that I would use in the training. So if I click on this one right here, it would ask me to save it, okay, if I don't have the document already. I can go right here. It says birthday videos. I'll go straight and open up another web page for me to view this. Okay. Inside the training, I can go to manage materials. And it would take me to this area, and I can automatically add them. Okay. This would work perfectly when you have, let's say, you're like, oh, you're talking about, I don't know, some other information that you would find necessary for your attendees to know and to have after the training. So like, say I go from library and I click on, I don't know, the video the video changed the first 5 years. Click on that, add material. And let's say we watched it in the training, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, this would be something that would be good for my attendees to have after the training. So I would click on this, settings, and then go ahead and click on after the training and push save. So when the training is over and they have a follow-up email that is sent to them, that information that I just added into the training will then be sent to them. Okay? And then it automatically updates here. Okay, so then, and then you just exit out of the window if you don't need it anymore. So polls and tests. So if I click on polls, this will give me a list of the different polls that I have registered for the training. So I would click on this, and this is the question and the answers that I have. If I click on launch, this poll is open, and I click on attendee view, I can see what they are seeing right now. Okay, and then as people answer the question, you'll see the percentages go up and so forth. Okay, so if I close it, it ends it. Same thing with tests. If I go ahead and do this one, or let's do this one, post test, launch. Waiting for the screen. Well, typically you would see the test being taken here. I don't know why it's not showing up right here. It might be my system's a little bit slow. Once it's completed, you can go ahead and close it. Okay. So there's that. And then now you have your chat box, and this is where you can do your regular chatting, questions that attendees may have. They can pop it, write it here. You can do a private chat box to somebody. So if you're, realizing that somebody's not paying attention, and instead of calling them out, you can write something quickly and get their attention. You can do that privately, so forth. Okay. So now that we're done with that, we're going to go to the breakout session. Go ahead and close this window. Okay. So breakout session. So we go ahead and choose an activity. So as the organizer, this is your screen, okay? Whoever is attending your breakout sessions or your training will be on this side of the organizer's view. Up here, you'll see everyone. So this is, if you put any activities going on right now, let's say if I click on this and I push start, everyone will see this page together, okay? Now, if I go to end and I go to breakout, it will go to groups, okay? Depending on how many breakouts you want, you can go ahead. So if we push 6 breakouts, there's the 6 right there. Okay. So let's say that I want people to do a Google Doc and share an activity together. Okay, or I want them to brainstorm some information and work together on something. So the way I would do it is through this option right here, where we can link up our different Google accounts with this program. And as you can see, you can switch between accounts. So if I'm presenting a training right now, but then let's say Michelle is presenting a different training and she has her own Google Docs information, she can go ahead and switch into her own Gmail. So you go to switch account, and let's say I go ahead and do my hunme.toddy@gmail.com. It's going to ask you about this. Do you want to get access to Google account for GoToTraining? I would say allow. So now up here, if I scroll by, it says currently signed in to hunme.toddy@gmail.com. Okay. Right now you see a slideshow, and that's what I put into it. But if I put add new, it's going to open a new page. I would then go to, okay, I want this one. And it brings me to my Google Drive. Okay, so if I go to my drive, let's say I exit out and go my drive, down here for folders, you'll find GoToTraining. And I would click on GoToTraining. And here I have a PDF. You will not be able to see the PDF over here. You see the slide, but no PDF. So go ahead and delete this. Up here, I have a folder. So let's say I have several trainings that I want. I can make a folder for those things. And let's say on a specific day, I have one training on Wednesday, but the next training is totally different. So what's inside those folders will not be shown here. So let's create a new folder. Put training 2. Great. And let's put this one inside training 2. Okay. I don't know which. Go remove these right here. So let's say in my first training, I have all this information. Oops. I upload a different, let's see. Okay. So let's say I'm using this account and I have my first training, which is this one. And I say, oh, I need the information from this training to be in my breakout session. So I can go ahead and make a copy, right click it, and then go ahead and move this into my GoToTraining, move here. And so when I go ahead and go back to GoToTraining, this document is inside. So if I go here to the breakout session, that's why it's in a Word document. So I need to make sure that I have it as part of like the Google Doc or the Google Slide. So I have to make sure I translate the folder. Go here, open with Google Docs. Okay, click File, Save as Google Docs. Okay, there we go. So here we go. So now it says it's Google Doc. So I can go ahead and delete this, remove. Go over here and it now is showing. So it has to be a Google Doc, has to be a Google Slide in order to be in this. In general, if you wanted to, you can go to training. If you want to add a new document, you can go ahead and push new. And then, so these are the options that you can add on to it right here. So you can go ahead and do a new Google Doc form. the entire, or you go up here, go to your drive, go to training, and there you have it. And so then over here, I'll have the document right here. Okay, so there's that. And then, like I said, if you have another training the next day and you want to use a different information for that training, you can create your folder here. Go here and go ahead and you can actually just make sure that all your information is staying in this folder. Like, just make several copies of it so then you don't delete your original one. So I can go ahead and delete this, or if I made it a new document, I can go ahead and move it into this training, delete this, and then my second training, go over here. I can go ahead and make the copy and then paste it here. Come on. Come on. Go here. Move to. Go back. And move here. And then go to training. And that document's there. And so if I go back here, it should pop up. There we go. So that's how you can use interaction right here. And like I said, you can switch out accounts and so forth. Okay, now as for this part here, view a video, image, or PDF. You can click on this, you can view the PDF together, or you can go ahead and do a video. So if I click on this video, if we go to the breakout session, let's say, and say go here, what will happen as you do the breakout session, you would have to click on this. Okay, and then push start. And as the organizer, you can see what they're seeing. Okay, so you can join a breakout session. You can pause and stop the videos where you want them to see. So I can click on start. Start here. There you go. And let's say I want to stop the video at this moment. It would stop for all the breakout sessions, you see? And then you can join a breakout session if you wish. You can preview right here or check in with them by joining the breakout. To leave it, join the internet browser tab. Okay, close the internet browser. So you go here. Oops. Well, I'm guessing because there's nobody in there, I can't really do much. There's that. And you can give them the option to share their screens with each other. You can do use audio only for them. Yeah, that's really it for the breakout session. It's going to take a while to kind of get used to everything, but if you want people to brainstorm and see different things, you can. There's this, you can click on that. Just a moment. And now both groups can see the slide that you have. And if you push play on this group here, it'll just go. If you push play on this one, it will go. They will not stop at the same time, see? Okay, so there's that. So now you push end. It ends in 10 seconds. There we go. And keep in mind, if you are recording the breakout, or if you are recording your information, keep in mind that if you are recording your training, the breakout session will not be recorded. Okay. And so since I did the activity or the slide for both breakouts, it will automatically create group A slide and group B slide. Okay. And then I can just close this out, or if I want to go create another one, there you go. And then if I go back to GoToTraining, where did it go? Oh, for that day. You can see what they did right here. And there's the information. That's pretty cool. Okay, and that's where I would go trainings, click on this. So this is from today. And if I had them doing a brainstorm activity, I could see their work all together. Okay, let's exit out of this. And that is it. And to get out of this breakout session, you can just exit out. And then we're back here for everything else. Okay, so other than that, that's basically the little toolbar, the gadget, and the breakout section, a little bit of information about that. It's gonna get used. It's gonna take a while to get used to it and try to interact with it. I know when I did the first training for myself, it kind of got confused on what I was doing and how to organize myself throughout the training. But like I said, it's going to take some time. So the more trainings that you do on this platform, the better you'll get with how to present things. So if you need any help with any of the toolbars or information that's seen here, just let me know and I can go ahead and help you. So the next video I'm going to be making is about the certificate and reports and how you can utilize those things. Other than that, I think that's really it. If I stop the recording, it takes a while to upload, like to go through the information, but in the next video, I'll go ahead and show that. Depending on how long the training is, it could take 30 minutes to upload or even shorter. So I'll show you in the next video where you can find that previous recorded information. Okay? Okay, and I'll show you a preview on how that recording looks. It's probably just going to be showing this blank page most of the time because that was the viewing page. But other than that, if you have any questions, please email me. And I will be sending out a lot of these videos soon, as well as information for attendees to use to like interact on their part as well. Okay, so see everyone later in the next video, and I hope you're safe and have fun. Bye.